Wait a minute. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, now it's working. Okay.
Is it working?
All right. Never mind.
All right, hang up.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, now I can. Wait a
What the
minute.
hell's going on with this thing? Is my phone connected to my
Yeah.
computer somehow?
It might be.
Well, this is the damnest thing I ever seen. Do we have to talk like this all the time? You know what's giving all this?
Have to.
Yeah, you know what's giving all this away, right? To everybody watching the show.
I guess.
I got my headset on, and I got the phone against the headset, like I can really hear something here. You know?
I think you
Just
got him.
joking around. How you been, man?
It's not connected.
Oh, you're not the only one. Look at here. Mine's not even plugged in anywhere. The cord's just hanging here. You know?
Yep.
So how's things up there in Hershey Town?
It is going great. It's today was really nice. It was like 77 degrees and
I was able to do lots of yard work this morning, so I might not make it through the whole show.
Yeah.
So someone
Well-
else is going to have to pick on Skip if I have to go to bed.
we'll get Judy to do it. She'll do it.
I was going to say there's no big
She's
deal.
too
I mean,
nice.
I'm used to this kind of ridicule.
We'll talk about that later, Chubby.
Yeah, I had that on the air for like 3 years.
Yeah. Well, hey, welcome everybody in the chat. We really appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see how many are in there already. Holy cow, there's 87 in there already. That is awesome.
There ought to
And
be
thank you for all the
800.
moderators coming in because I'm not going to be able to moderate. She's going to moderate a little later, but
I'm trying.
Okay. Hey, I want to talk about a couple of things real quick.
sure.
Right after the show, everybody knows the people that paid the $50 for the Children's Wish thing. This is all coming off, and nobody's going to see it except the people. And I have their names right here. If you gave and I don't have your name on this list, email me so I can double check everything.
Yeah, that's face and chest hair, right?
No. Karen Voller and Krista Johnson, Steve Wilburn, Cynthia Amatrana, Greg Mundhink, and I think I got their names right on here because I know I'm probably saying them wrong. And let me see here. Where we at? Oh, maybe it's up here. I get lost, you know.
No.
In your own house.
Yeah, there we go. Cindy Gano, and where did I say these names before? Anthony, I don't know how to pronounce that. Help me.
That's easy. That's Marafiat.
Huh?
Marafiate?
Okay. And Karen Voller,
Yes.
and Krista Johnson, and Stephen Wilburn, Cynthia Amatrano, yeah,
Metronome. Amatrano?
Okay.
I don't know.
and Greg Mundhink,
Okay.
and Francis Richards. And last is Ronald Pass. What is that noise?
Sorry. No, I have the chat on my phone and I'm getting
Okay.
turn it down.
And
There
then
we
I
go.
want to thank Elizabeth Chamberlain. She bought a set of those pin sets that were donated, all that to the Children's Wish also. And I also want to thank Tim and Janet. We had a meet and greet with them when they came down here and had some lunch and talked to him. He's a fellow UPS driver that retired. And they, on the way out of the restaurant, they gave us $25 cash and said, throw that in the fund
Wow.
for the kids. And so I've got all this here. So far, if you guys can see it, I can't do it. There's the list of some of the things that we've done to help jumpstart this thing. We
Nice.
talked to Jenna today on the phone. I told her I was jumpstarting stuff. She follows us, believe it or not. She said she's been watching. She said everybody down there is watching and they think it's great. She got a promotion. So now she's dealing with the children one-on-one. I don't know what that means. And we got the name and number of the girl that's taking her place. We haven't talked to her yet, But we're going to try to get some tip jars, so to speak, to put around in different businesses. But we found out from Wish that we have to have or from the businesses, we have to have this registered letter or something from Wish giving us permission to do that in their name because of all the crooks in this world. Do you find that insulting? Is it just me that people go out and do stupid shit? I'm sorry, stupid, and then we end up paying the price.
Yeah.
I hear you. All the things we have to do for our disabled son is because people have tried to play the system.
Yeah.
And the paperwork is just stupid.
It is
Insurmountable.
stupid.
Yes.
It is stupid. You know, this is why we all have to go through all kinds of checks and x-rays and things just to get on a plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm getting to the point that I hate this world and I hate everybody in it.
So donate today.
We're not too thrilled with you either, Skip. Hey, you had somebody give you $50.
Wrestler. Okay, there you go.
You
Oh,
see it?
David Kosak. Hey,
Yes.
thanks, David. I appreciate that, man. I really do. We'll throw
Hey.
that in the kitty also. Let me back up here to my funny noises. I got to get on the right page on this thing.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thanks for the super sticker.
Stickers. Stickers. Yes, I do. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. They go in the, no, that goes for next month's gift. I said the children's thing. No, not on this show. All this stuff on this show goes for next month's gifts. That's what it is. Also, I got a couple of pictures I want to flag up here real quick, and I want to pick on, you notice Linda's not here tonight, people. She's got some things to do, and so she just couldn't make it. When last month's winner on the show, we sent him his card and everything, and he was nice enough. He sent me a picture of he received his gift card, and that is, I don't know why Ronald passes up, or did I forget to take that off?
Yep.
Oh well, I'll have to find it now. Oh God, where's it at? There it is. Never mind. There it's going. Okay, now I got to go back to this and there. So anyway, he got his gift card. He sent me that picture, and I really appreciate that. See, because that lets me know that he received that, and I don't have to worry about it. But he was our last month's winner. Congratulations, Mark Berry, one of our big supporters. During port setting, he sent me a text message. He says he's a full-time villager now, and he sent me a text message saying, "Hey, here's how hard I'm working now." He's sitting out in his lanai watching me on TV. Linda, on her way home, sent me this. I think she's looking for a new. Yeah, I think she's looking for a new husband, and I think that's her ideal candidate right there.
Which one's
No,
Linda?
that's her new co-host.
You know, wrestler. That's what I thought when I saw that. I said, I think Linda's the one with the sunglasses on.
Yeah. They both have the same type of eyes.
Yeah, they both look alike. They're both
Yeah.
green. And going down the road, she finally come to my side of the fence when I told her all about Bucky nuts. So she stopped at Bucky's and got a bag of Bucky nuts. She also sent me this picture, and she said, when I read this picture, she said, I thought of you. And I'm reading that going, well, I just don't see it.
Importanter.
Yeah. Education is more important. Good ice cream is more importanter. Is that a word? Importanter?
It is now.
I guess it is. And I don't know if you've ever seen her dog, but she's got a dog that is so spoiled. You know, we've all got spoiled pets. But I swear to God, this dog is the biggest I don't give a damn dog I've ever seen in my life. And she sent me a couple pictures. I guess it's
Aww.
getting ready for bed first, and it goes in there. And then she was cleaning her living room or something, running the sweeper. So there it is up on the chair sleeping. And there's a new Disney movie coming out. Do you guys know about that?
No.
No.
Pinocchio, I think it is. Tom Hanks is going to play, and is Geppetto? Was that his name? The guy that actually,
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is going to play Geppetto. I'm a Tom Hanks fan, so I think I'd kind of like to see this movie. But I've been
You're
doing a
playing
little bit.
Pinocchio?
Huh?
You're playing Pinocchio?
They asked me, but there just wasn't enough money in it for me to do that. So I said, nah, I appreciate it, but I can't. I ain't got time. So, but I've been investigating the movie a little bit, and they have messed up, in my opinion, the Jiminy the Cricket character. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay. There's the Jiminy Cricket we all know, right? The happy,
Yes.
jolly-go-lucky, and friendly face and everything. In the movie, there's the new Jiminy Cricket.
Ooh. It looks
Is
almost.
that scary or what? Is that like a space creature?
That looks like a little demonic. Yeah.
Looks like it ought to be on the movie Aliens.
That looks like the picture of Linda's new husband.
It does.
Hey, I never thought about that, but that could be the ideal husband right there.
Yeah.
And then WrestleMania sent me this picture. I don't know what he wants to do with it.
Oh, my grandkid, my new grandchild.
Your grandchild of some sort?
Yes. Yes. Please show the grandchild. There you go. Isn't he party?
I don't get it.
Put the diaper on the wrong end.
Yeah. Hey, before we actually take off with the show, you want to take about 2 minutes and we'll do a commercial real quick and take a drink of your wine and whatever, and then we'll be right back.
Sure.
Hello,
Sure.
Craig Morrison here. You may have seen me on a few of the Skip Smith Wednesday Night Live shows. I'm coming to you with a message specifically for those of you turning 65. Now, you're probably dreading that process of Medicare and Part B enrollment, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that unlike your past experiences with health insurance where your employer was paying for it and every year you had an open enrollment and everything was automatic, these decisions actually, they lie squarely on your shoulders. So I want to give you a warning. There's going to be some people trying to help you. In fact, your mailbox is going to be full of stuff. And you're going to get telemarketers calling you all hours of the night. Now, do you really want to have to put up with that chaos? You do have an alternative. Before I go into who we are, what we do, and all that boring stuff, I wanted to let you know that the most appropriate way of making this decision is probably for me to get to know you a little bit better and what your needs are. No two people are the same in regards to what they're looking for in a Medicare or a health insurance policy. And the way we do it is we evaluate your self-expressed needs. In other words, we interview you, then we give you a side-by-side comparison of several different options from which to choose. Things like co-pays, co-insurance, maximum out-of-pocket costs, premiums, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, Part D plans, etc. My name is Craig Morrison. I sell health insurance. Do you want to know more?
Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Craig. Oh, question.
yes.
Real quick. Trisha wants to know.
She wants a clarification. What money donated to this show? Where does the money go that's donated to this show? Does it go to Make-A-Wish or does it go to the prize for the next
Okay.
show?
And
I did a
where can she send money to Make-A-Wish if she wants to do that?
Yeah.
I did a thing on this on like a week ago because I knew there was going to be some confusion here. First of all, I said December. Forget that month. All of December, whatever we get on that show, on this show, the WNL show, all of it's going to go to Make-A-Wish. Also in December, I generally take all my YouTube members' money and I donate that to Make-A-Wish. Now, the Make-A-Wish money on any WNL show, let me start that. On any WNL show, any money collected on this show goes to next month's gift. That's why the super chats and things here is really, really important, because without that, we ain't gonna have any gifts next month unless we give your wife away, something like that. We'll do that.
Okay.
But I'm not sure anybody wants to come to that show and see it. But I'm just kickstarting a couple of things. That's all. Like the shaving thing. I did a video about it. Talked all about it. Said anybody that wants to give us $50, it's all going to go to this Make-A-Wish thing. I'm going to shave. You get a private showing. Blah blah blah. I did a video on that. So that explained all that money is going to go to Make-A-Wish. But if you super chat here on this show, this money is going to go to buy next month's gifts. And the rest of it is going to be December, except for these little Kickstart things I'm doing along the way. Like if you want to buy the ink pen set, I talked about that several times, saying they're $10. That's all they are. And if you buy the ink pen set, I'll send it to you. And then we donate that whole $10 to Make-A-Wish. Those are just little segments I'm doing along the way. So don't worry about them. When I talk about them, you'll see the video, you'll hear about it. You can either do it, don't do it. That's totally up to you. But the December show, that'll be all Make-A-Wish. anything on these WNLs up to December is all for next month's prize. And we have to have that or there'll be no prize, which means there'll be no game. Once again, unless we want to use your wife as a gaming tool.
That's what I use her for.
Use me and abuse me.
All right.
Just
well,
remember karma. It's going to come back and bite you, dear.
Really? I might like it. Okay, let's quit playing around here. We got things to do. We have a guest today. He is from where in the heck is he from? Farm Bureau Insurance out of Gainesville. And we had a lot of questions over the past few months about this roofing situation and other insurance situations. Am I wrong? You're shaking your head like, did I say something wrong?
No, we were just messing with it. We were like frozen. And you didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, I can tell. If you're going to freeze, here's one thing you got to watch. You got that little wire hanging down here
Yep.
from your ear. It moves. It's moving right now. So, you got to do something with that. It's like, it doesn't do anything. So anyway, if you got any questions about Florida insurance down here and what's
You just
going
got
on.
another super chat there.
Ricky P.
Okay, Ricky P.
Yay, Ricky.
Where we at? I'm lost. There we go. There it is.
Thank you for the super chat.
Stickers! Yes, I do! Stickers! Okay. I got questions. I don't know the answers to any of these questions. That's what I like to do. This is the best thing I like to do is whenever there's questions about the same thing over and over and over again, I like to go find somebody that knows more about this stuff than I do. And we got a guy that volunteered to come on, and we're going to ask him questions. He may have an answer to all of them. He may not. I don't know that, but we're going to bring him on, and we're going to find out. His name is Casey Hahn with Farm Bureau Insurance out of Gainesville, Ohio. So let's welcome Casey Hahn.
Welcome, Casey.
I bet you didn't expect this, did you, Casey?
I did not. It's Gainesville, Florida, not Gainesville, Ohio.
I didn't say Gainesville, Ohio, did I? I thought I said Gainesville. That's all I said was Gainesville. I can
Just
only
let him go.
assume
He'll forget the whole conversation in an hour later.
with me.
Just making
Yeah, this is
sure.
what's going on.
All right.
Okay. So, Casey, would you like to tell everybody who you are, where you're from, what you represent, and all that kind of stuff before we... Well, I got to get your little ribbon thing on, too, don't I?
Yeah, and thanks for having me. So,
No problem.
as Skip mentioned, Casey Hahn, I'm an agent with Farm Bureau Insurance. Been with Farm Bureau for a little over 12 years now. Was born and raised in Northwest Illinois, but I am definitely a transplant, and I have no intentions of going back north. The cold weather is not for me anymore, but specialize in auto, home, and life insurance. As Skip mentioned, I'm here today. I think there's lots of questions. We get them every single day about the roofing situation and the problems that we're dealing with here as it pertains to roofs and homeowners insurance really throughout the state of Florida. So with that, I'm happy to at least try and answer any questions that your viewers may have, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I can tell you this is probably the biggest question down here in the villages, and I'm sure you know what it's going to be about. That I'm hearing emails from people, and I'm hearing rumors from people when I go out and have a beer, and they're talking about they've had the same insurance company for 10 years, and they've never had a problem, and now they're getting notices from the insurance companies that your roof is over 10 years old, you must put on a new roof, or we will not renew your policy. And when we do renew your policy, I saw one guy's, he goes from $763 a year to $1,600 a year. Mm-hmm. And he's never had a claim in his life, and he doesn't understand. And frankly, neither do I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and that's really, as I mentioned, we're having these conversations every single day with current as well as prospective clients of ours. And it's really gotten pretty crazy here the last 12 to 18 months, especially. Whereas, you know, a year ago, I may have quoted somebody an annual premium of say $1,200 to $1,500. That same policy today is in the $2,500 to $3,000 range. And excuse me, what's prompted all of this is you've had for now, I don't know when exactly this started, but let's just say sometime in the last couple of years, where you essentially have our roofing companies from all throughout the state knocking on doors in residential neighborhoods and saying, by the way, you know, Mr. Homeowner, you have a 17-year-old roof on your house, and it looks like there's been some weather damage to your roof. Call your homeowner's insurance company, let them know you have some weather damage to your roof, and we'll put a new $17,000, $20,000, $25,000 roof on your home. All you have to do is pay your deductible. And so when that happens, it's one house to the next, to the next, to the next within this, you know, any particular residential neighborhood. And the next thing you know, you've got, you know, a whole neighborhood with, you know, 75, 80% of the homes have brand new roofs on them. Unfortunately, the mindset of some people is no longer, it's up to me to maintain my home and the overall interior and exterior condition of my home. But doggone it, I've paid premiums for all these years with my homeowner's insurance company. The least they can do is put a new roof on my house.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens is, you know, the few that go that route are what are ruining it for everybody. And homeowners insurance carriers looking at claims and losses, the amount of money that's being paid out on homeowners insurance claims, a lot of which are related to roofs, is at an unsustainable level, which is why you've seen, I don't know what the number exactly is now, 10 to 15 homeowners insurance companies already this year that have left the state of Florida that just said, we can't do it anymore. We're losing way more money than we're bringing in. And this isn't something that's sustainable. We're just going to cut our losses and pull out. So, you know, those homeowners are left with not a lot of options. And the options that they do have now, as there are less and less, the options that they do have, the premiums are, as you talked about, Skip, are getting crazy expensive for homes that weren't really very expensive to insure in the past.
What do we do about that?
Talk to your legislature. You know, and part of the problem is it when these things start happening is it takes forever. It takes a long time for us to get to a point now where maybe we start making money again. It's like the trickle down effect where I feel like things should have or could have changed maybe a year or two ago, and we wouldn't have gotten into this situation that we're in now. But unfortunately, we are where we are. And other than speaking with your legislature and letting them know this is just how is it possible that I've put a 20-year or 30-year architectural shingle roof on my house that my homeowner's insurance company is telling me that at 10 years I have to replace it. It's in fantastic condition.
Well, it seems to me, and I don't know state to state changes, but in Indiana, we have a lot of hailstorms.
Mm-hmm.
And that's generally when the roofers start coming out and things like that. We don't have like the hurricanes and stuff they have here. And whenever we had one, I had State Farm up there. I mean, I don't mind saying it was State Farm. And they called me up and said, did you suffer any roof damage during the last hailstorm? And I said, I don't know. I didn't go up there. They sent an inspector out. And he went up there and walked around the roof, and he'd say yay or nay, or he'd say, well, we need to replace this side, but we can't replace the other side. And that's exactly how I got my roof on the house. He
Sure.
said, this side needs to be replaced. I guess it was the direction of the hail, the way it came.
Yeah.
He said, but the other side's okay. So what I done, I said, well, I'll just pay the difference to have the whole thing done. And that's what I did. I didn't see a big deal about that. So I guess the question I've got is when somebody here says, hey, I think I need a new roof, do you send inspectors out to see if he needs a new roof?
Yeah, so I mean, I can go out there. We don't just send random people out to take a look at a roof. I could go out there as the agent and look at it. Ultimately, though, for us, at least our company and the various homeowners insurance companies that I represent, in order for a client of ours to have somebody that's going to make the ultimate decision on what exactly has caused the damage to the roof, a claim does have to be filed. Okay.
Yeah.
So you would have to initiate that process. A claim would have to be filed, and then a claims adjuster would be assigned to your claim, and he or she would make their visit to the home and as I mentioned, make the ultimate decision on whether or not it's something that we would be covered or would be covered as a, whether it's weather or whatever the case may be, whatever caused the damage.
I think what the big argument here is to a lot of elderly people on a fixed income and all that kind of thing. I don't want to play that game. I know it's almost a game that people, look at poor me, I'm on Social Security and they're doing this to me, and I'm not playing that game. But it's just a fact, and I kind of feel that way. We've had insurance for 40, 50 years on homes, and I don't think we've ever had a claim in my life. And now all of a sudden I moved down here to retire, and somebody's going to tell me, you got to take that roof off after 10 years or we're not going to insure your house. And I don't know. I look at that kind of like a slap in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel for you. I mean, because I can tell you the house that my family and I live in, we've got a 19-year-old roof. And I know that next fall with the company we have for our homeowners insurance is we're cutting them off at 20 years. So I know that down the road, it's coming for me too, that I'm going to be in a position 12 months from now where I'm going to have to come up with the money to put a new roof on my house. So, I absolutely empathize with you and with all the people that are going through this, and what is hard to understand, I guess you would say on your end, and it's hard for us to explain to our clients, is this isn't something that the homeowners insurance companies are the bad guy. We are simply reacting to what's going on throughout the state. And we know that if we don't put a new roof on a home, an attorney's going to get involved. And if a $15 to $20,000 roof, all of a sudden when an attorney gets involved, may turn into a $30,000 or $40,000 claim. And it's a bad cycle that we're in, and I don't know for sure when we're going to get out of it. But what's helping, I think, some companies now is these rate increases, which are not easy to take for a consumer, but are hopefully putting companies in a position where they don't have to be leaving the state, and that we can be financially viable for the long haul. The more and more companies that leave the state, the worse it is for everybody, because the less options you have, obviously that cost is going to go up.
Are all insurance companies doing this? I mean, is this retroactive through the whole state of Florida, no matter who the insurance company is?
Every company has, so that's a really good question. So what I can tell you is I don't represent every homeowner's insurance company.
I understand.
What I can tell you though is the companies that I represent each have a different, we'll call it cutoff, or where they draw a line in the sand. If it's 10 years, if it's 15 years, if it's 20 years, for example. And then it could be that the age on they would allow the age on a metal roof to be, you'd allow that insure it a little bit longer than you would a home that has a shingle, especially an asphalt shingle roof, or even an architectural shingle roof in some cases. So I don't know of any companies that haven't made some type of change as it pertains to roof coverage, but I can't say for sure because I don't have access to every single homeowner's insurance carrier in the state. I can't say for sure that every company has taken this stance.
I just kind of wondered. I mean, it just seems like it's a statewide issue, not just here.
Right.
I just assume maybe all the other insurance companies they've all kind of like hooked their wagon on whoever's leading this thing.
Sure. And you know what some companies have done that I feel is maybe a decent way or something that really we should consider as an industry. And I'm going to say that the reason why we haven't gone here is I think because some companies are afraid if they go there and other companies don't, that we're going to lose out on a lot of potential business. But what some companies have done is said, we're going to still insure your roof on your home, but rather than you have replacement cost coverage on your roof, we're going to give you actual cash value coverage on the roof. So if you do have that 25-year-old shingle roof that is past its life expectancy here in Florida, we're going to maybe give you a couple $1,000s to replace it after the hail damage that you incur,
Yeah.
as opposed to the person that has a very nice 2-year-old architectural shingle roof that has had no other problems. They're going to get a lot more money back if there is the actual cash value coverage than what somebody with a 25-year-old roof would.
Now, on this roof replacement thing where they're saying, guy knock on your door and he says, hey, I can get you a new roof if you want me to. Really, who would say no? I mean, that's greed, right? Is that part of the hurricane insurance also? I mean, when in Indiana, it seemed like every time there was a hailstorm or tornado, the roofer guys were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same thing here? If a hurricane comes through, even though it may miss my area of Florida, that all of a sudden the roofer guys just show up saying, hey, I can get you a new roof?
Yeah, certainly could be. Here's the thing, though, that and as we have here in Florida, you've got two different types of coverage on your homeowner's insurance. You've got your hurricane or wind coverage, and then you've got your standard coverage. In that situation, only the hurricane coverage would only apply if it was a Category 1 or higher storm that caused the damage to your roof. Okay, so if it's just a tropical storm or just a heavy wind or hailstorm, you've got your standard deductible versus with a lot of companies that have a separate hurricane deductible from your standard deductible, your out-of-pocket expense a lot of time on the hurricane or the wind damage is much higher than what it would be for just a standard, for example, a theft claim, a fire claim, water damage, that type of thing.
If I told a roofer guy to go away, even though he guaranteed me a new $15,000 roof, and if I said no, I could prove it to you, would you give me a bonus? I just saved you 10 grand.
Yeah, right.
Just a thought. That's all.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I
You
like
might
it.
pass that along up the ladder.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some questions in the chat.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, one of them is with the replacing the roof. The confusion is if there's a claim and a person goes out and says, okay, yeah, the roof needs changed. Why is that making a difference in the industry when, yeah, it needs changed? You need a new roof. That's kind of what the insurance is for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't sound like it's really a scam. It sounds like, hey, you need a new roof. Your insurance inspector goes out. Yeah, they need a new roof. So why is there such an issue?
Because of the sheer number, I think, of the claims. Okay.
And
So
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I just gonna say it's a numbers game. So we dealt with the same issue in the, let's see what it had been, the late 20 or the early 2010s when we were going through the sinkhole problem here in the state of Florida, where it was foundation repair companies doing the same exact thing as what roofing companies are doing now. And this isn't all roofing companies. I'll make sure to mention that. Not all roofing companies are doing this, but foundation repair companies were going around knocking on doors. Hey, you've got some cracking issues or some settling issues on the side of your home, in the foundation of your home. You need to file that as a sinkhole claim. And so the sheer number of claims and the payouts on those claims was far exceeding the amount of premium being brought in by companies on an annual basis. So it doesn't matter what business you're in, if you're spending more money than you're making, that's not a long-term sustainable model. So I think not sure if that answers your question, but I believe that it is truly sheerly the number and the size of the claim payouts.
Okay, you had made mention about talk to your local government, talk to your senator, governors for legislation, but the confusion is, what would legislation do? Like, what is it that the insurance companies are asking us to ask the legislatures to do?
Yeah, to keep from roofing companies being able to solicit business the way they have been soliciting business. And what not only with the roofing companies that are soliciting business, but you've got here in the state of Florida, and this isn't the rate increases are not strictly roofing issues. I know that the roof topic is really what we're focusing on here, but premium increases are not just right now related to roofing issues. There was an article I read a few months back where across the United States, of the 50 U.S. states, Florida makes up 11% of the total property insurance claims filed on an annual basis. However, we make up something crazy like 75 or 80% or more of the total claims payouts on homeowners insurance claims. Of the claim payouts, 72% are going to attorney's fees, 20% are I forget exactly what the next, but only about 8% of the claims payouts are actually ending up in the hands of the insureds. So that's a big issue as well. And there are attorneys getting involved in some of these roof claims as well. That's where I said maybe a $15,000 roof, if an attorney gets involved in some way, shape, or form, it turns into a $30,000 or $40,000 claim. Does that kind of answer your question?
Sounds like the attorney is the problem.
Yeah, not all attorneys, but certainly the litigiousness of the state that we're in is not helping anybody's cause as it pertains to homeowners insurance carriers remaining viable here in the state, as well as keeping premiums down.
Gotcha.
Is there such thing as a lifetime guarantee shingle?
Not that I'm aware of.
How about those, and I don't know what they're called. I was going to say asphalt shingle, but I'm not sure that, you know what I'm talking about.
Architectural shingle roofs are
No. The ones that are like half moon this way and then they lay them this way. And
clay tile.
is that what it is?
Yeah, it could be clay tile.
Are those for life?
No, those, I think, in my experience, and we don't see a lot of those, at least up here where I am. I think those are especially more popular in the coastal areas in South Florida than what they are, at least up here. In my opinion, those things should last longer, certainly, than what a shingle. I think what I've heard as it pertains to those, Skip, is that water can get like leaking issues can be a problem with the clay tile. So as far as the integrity actually of the tile, it certainly is going to last longer than what a shingle roof would here in Florida. But like I said, I think I've heard before that the water leaking issue can be a problem as those clay tiles get a little bit older.
And related to that, there was a question about, have you heard that the shingle companies are changing the warranty on the shingles because of what's going on?
If they are, I'm not familiar with it. I have heard from very reputable roofing companies here in the Alachua County that the cost of shingles, as is the case with everything else, the cost of shingles is skyrocketing. So that doesn't help anything. That doesn't help the situation either. So, yeah, it's just like one bad thing after another continues to happen as it pertains to roofs.
Has there been any kind of rate hike in insurance since COVID? Yes.
And I wouldn't say it has anything to do necessarily, but to me, it's not because of COVID. I can tell you our auto insurance claims fell off quite a bit for a few months between March and May or June of 2020. But as people got back on the road again, here in Florida at least, those have gone back up again too. So, can an actuary look at it and say, yes, this is related to COVID-19? Maybe, I don't know, but I've not heard anything exactly as it pertains to that.
Well, what I'm referring to, because my wife and I, we've actually we've been worried about it. It hasn't happened yet. But before COVID, and I'll just talk about my house, I paid like $250,000 for it. And of course, and it's paid for. So we got full replacement value, whatever that is, on the house. Now, after COVID, my same house, same place, same lot is worth $425,000. Crazy, right? I know it, but that's what they're telling me. So as an insurance company, the question I've got is, if my house burns down tomorrow, even though it's worth, say, 450 or so on the market, we'll both know it doesn't cost 450,000 to rebuild this house.
Right.
So I guess I'm kind of confused about what the insurance would be willing to pay.
They're going to pay up to what you have the house insured for. Now, there's some riders or clauses that certain companies may include or offer in your policy that would give you added coverage over and above what you have the house insured for. But my best advice always and forever is, when you get your renewal each year, it's a good idea to take a look at what the dwelling coverage amount is and have a conversation with your homeowner's insurance agent to find out if you are still insuring the home for what it would cost to rebuild the home. And I appreciate what you're saying, Skip, because these people, I've had conversations each of the last 2 days. Well, my purchase price is $750,000. Why is your quote, for $550,000, for example?
Right.
Well, you've got a 10-acre parcel that your house sits on, and you've got all these other factors that go into, as well as higher than normal purchase prices. We're not insuring it for what the purchase price of the house is. So for your home, it may cost more than $250,000 to rebuild. But chances are it wouldn't cost you $425,000, which would be an amount you could potentially sell the house for.
Can an insurance agent tell me that? Come out here and say, okay, we know you paid $250,000 for this 8 years ago. Today, if I had to rebuild this house, it would cost you this much money.
What we have access to, and every company that we utilize has what's called either a replacement cost tool or a replacement cost estimator, which takes into account square footage, type of construction, year built, the type of roof, type of flooring, quality or grade of your kitchen and bathrooms. As much information as we can enter in there about the house as possible, it's going to shoot back a number at us saying, heaven forbid this house did burn to the ground. Here's what we feel you need to have the house insured for. And then from there, it's not a hardline stance that is what we have to end up insuring it for, but it gives us a really good idea of what the company feels is a good amount. And then from there, if it is the case that you as a homeowner would feel more comfortable increasing that coverage amount, whether it's another 10, 20, 30, 40,000, we can certainly have that conversation.
Isn't it true, or maybe they didn't do it, but I can remember back, I think it was when Katrina hit and New Orleans was literally just wiped out, that somebody introduced a bill, either in Congress or something, to where there was going to be like a national fund that so much money that each insurance company had, I guess like $10 for every customer you got or something like that, would go into this national fund that would help pay for a national disaster like Katrina had. Did they get that or no?
I don't know about national. If you look at your Florida homeowners insurance policy, though, there is a line item fee that you're paying in there that goes to the state fund for sure. I can't speak to the national fund, but there is definitely on every single homeowner's policy that's written, regardless of the company here in Florida, you're spending a little bit of money to go into the state fund.
Yeah, I got no argument with that. I think that's a good idea
Mm-hmm.
on that kind of thing. We have a lot of golf carts here, as you know. Do you guys cover golf cart insurance? Because there was a couple of questions I had here a couple of weeks ago, and I don't think anybody believes me. So we got you on here.
Thanks. So yes, we insure golf carts in a couple different ways. There are homeowners insurance carriers that allow you to add coverage on the golf cart to your homeowners insurance policy. The companies that I represent, if you're adding golf cart coverage as a rider on your homeowners insurance, it is a lot of times just going to be liability coverage. So you cause damage to a person or an object or vehicle, whatever the case may be. There's some coverage there. We also have Progressive that writes a standalone golf cart policy, which is dirt cheap. And then some auto insurance companies will allow you to add a golf cart to your auto insurance policy as well, believe it or not. So yes, there are a handful of ways. I don't write any standalone, I would call it, golf cart business, but I do have a lot of clients, including a handful in the villages that have taken advantage of the opportunity to add the golf cart as a rider on their excuse me, on their homeowners insurance policy.
I don't want to swear for sure, but I think that's what we got. It's just a rider. They just added on.
Yeah.
I assume that's what they all did. Maybe not. But
I would say that's what.
I had this question, two questions actually about golf cart insurance that you may know, may not know. I don't know. There's a lot of homes here in the villages that are rented out in the wintertime. They're investment properties. If there's a golf cart in that garage and they rent that house out to somebody, and let's say I own the house and that golf cart's in my name and I got insurance on it, does that insurance cover the renters in that house?
Just like an auto insurance policy, the insurance falls back on whoever whoever's name is on the policy for that golf cart or for that home or for that vehicle.
Okay. So can you get renter's insurance on a golf cart?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, there got to be some somewhere. And I tell you why I say that. Villages down here's got like 500 some golf carts they rent out every winter. And when you rent one, they ask you, do you want insurance?
Sure.
So
Yeah,
there's got to be, I didn't know if you had it or not.
I would just say that's probably something, no different than if I went to Enterprise,
Right.
to rent a personal use vehicle that
Okay.
they offer something, if you don't have it elsewhere.
Another big question that I've got is how do you determine how much hurricane insurance is going to be? I think I know the answer, but I want you to tell us.
What exactly do you mean?
Like in some places in Florida, you ask about the hurricane insurance, it's really expensive. Other places in Florida where you might want to live, say Orlando, and you ask about hurricane insurance, it's like almost nothing. It's just cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and if I'm not answering this question exactly as you're looking for, tell me. But that's an actuarial question. I can tell you that the premiums that we write, as you mentioned, for hurricane coverage here in the north central part of the state, which is where 99% of the business I write is located, is much less expensive than coastal exposures would be. There are areas of the state where, depending on the proximity to the coast, insureds have a homeowners insurance policy and then they have a separate wind and hail policy. Okay. That's not something that we write any of where I'm located here in the north central part of the state, because homeowners insurance companies historically are saying, we're going to roll the dice. We don't feel that you're in a heavy hurricane prone area. So we'll just lump that all in onto one policy. So
okay.
I would have
thought
to do with the area of the state you're located in, and is going to be much higher always along the coast than it is for those of us here in the north central part of the state.
I would have just thought the easy answer was going to be closer you are to the water, the more expensive it's going to be.
Sorry. I was trying to sound a little bit more.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. That was too easy of an answer.
Okay,
that's all the questions I got. Did you have any questions there, Russell,
Yes.
before I bring the girls in to see what they want?
Yes. You touched on, you mentioned metal roofs, but you didn't quite go into it. Now, the general question is, are metal roofs better? But I think what they were referring to as far as insuring, lasting longer, those kind of things.
So I think it's subjective. It's personal preference, honestly. And I don't think I have a single client that has put a metal roof on their home that hasn't been extremely happy with it for a variety of reasons. Now, the problem that a lot of people are going to run into in residential neighborhoods is the HOA may not be okay with a metal roof on a home. So that's something you certainly have to take into account or consider. I can say that each of the different companies that I represent, as far as homeowners insurance coverage goes, are more comfortable insuring at this crazy time we're in, are more comfortable insuring a metal roof longer than what they are insuring especially an asphalt shingle roof.
Yeah, because you can have metal roofs that look like asphalt. I mean, they're a little
Right.
thicker, but
Yeah,
they
that's
kind of
right.
sort of look like it. And other types of roofs. Now, when it comes to the agent, should you expect your agent to help the insured locate competitive bids for replacement for housing losses?
So, for example, a remediation company you're referring to, like if somebody has a claim. Oh, you're muted.
Yes, that's what it looks like to me. Yes.
Okay. So the answer is we can, a lot of times homeowners insurance companies, may have a preferred vendor list. They may just have, to each agent, his or her agent may have somebody that, or a handful of different companies that in their experience as an agent have done really good work for their clients. We can never, for a variety of reasons, steer an insured one direction, as far as picking a remediation company to handle their the damages to their home. But what I always do if a client asks me is I'll say, I'll give them 2 or 3 different names and simply just say, you do not have to use any of these restoration companies or roofing companies, but these are 2 or 3 that in my experience, I've seen do very good work and have been very fair and timely with their responses to my clients' claims.
Okay. 2 more.
One more.
2 more. Does these large premium increases only apply to roofs over 10 to 15 years old?
Definitely not. However, I can say with some of the companies I represent, when I've just kind of gone in and people have asked, okay, what if I do decide to go ahead and put a new roof on my home? What type of impact is that going to have on my premium? It's pretty substantial with some of the, especially if you're in that home that's 20, 30, 40 years old. You go from a 15 or 20-year-old roof to a brand new roof. I quoted one last week where I think the renewal premium went from, say, $3,800 all the way down to $2,600 or $2,700 when I quoted them with the assumption that they would have a new roof on their home. So certainly can make a significant difference depending on the carrier and depending on the age and type of home.
And I did a little bit of research, and I'm going to be honest with you, a little bit, because unlike Skip, I have a full-time job. From what I saw is the agent in home insurance usually only gets like 2 to 3% on average from the insurance premiums, or somehow pay like 2 to 3%. But the insurance companies as a whole seem to be on track to making record profits by the end of this year. And I know you're not the insurance company, but have you heard why that big difference is, or why there seems to be a disparity?
I haven't heard that. That was a national study, or that was for something here in Florida?
No, that was a national study. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I wish I could say that was the case here in Florida. Nationally, I can't, I don't know exactly what's going on. I can tell you that we do certainly, though, make more than 2 or 3% commission on the premiums that we write. Each company has a different commission structure, but I am thankful to say that we do make a little bit more than 2 to 3% commission. Nationally, if things are going that well, kudos to those companies and those states. I can only hope and pray that we get to a point here in Florida where we don't necessarily. What I'll say is if we were making record profits here in the state of Florida as a homeowners insurance industry, then you wouldn't be seeing companies leaving the state at the rate that they've left literally just in the first 6+ months of this year.
Thank you.
There's one more question that just came in.
Oh, there is one more? Okay.
Yeah. How does Governor DeSantis want to change this problem?
So there was a special legislative session a month or 2 ago, and from what I understand, the goal or the aim here is to keep from, what's the best way to put it? To keep from I think the door knocking to keep roofing companies from soliciting as much business as what they've been literally soliciting, letting people get to a point where they either replace the roof on their own because they realize it's older and it's just simply a matter of being a homeowner and it's part of the natural upkeep that I signed up for when I bought a house. But the legislative session really was designed to try to get some of the fraud out of the claims that were being filed, that are being filed on homes, cut down on the amount of attorney's fees that we're paying on these claims. And then also, like I said, get to a point where we don't have roofing companies that are soliciting the business that they're soliciting on homes and roofs now that truly may not yet be at a point where they need to put a new roof on the house.
And I know we're out of time, but I do see a couple more questions. If anybody wants to email you or call you to ask these questions, is that okay?
Happy to do it. Yep. My email's at the bottom of the screen there and phone number there as well. I have a full-time assistant, and then we have a full-time secretary in my office. So if I don't answer, and one of the two of them should be able to help. And if they're not able to, I pick up the phone, I'm absolutely happy to help as well. So we do our best to get back to each of the people that reach out to us in a timely manner, and would be happy to answer any questions anybody listening this evening may have.
Awesome. And really a lot of great questions in the chat. Thank you guys so very much. Sorry we couldn't get to everybody, but again, Casey will answer them for you. Just go ahead and call or email. Thank you.
Don't take off yet, Casey. I want to bring these two girls on. They might have a question. They may not have anything to say. I don't know. I'll bring on
Thank
Sue.
you.
Sue.
She wasn't paying attention. Uh-oh.
I can't hear her at all. Did you
Oh.
hit
What
the
did you
on
do,
air
Skip?
button?
No, she's not muted.
The on air button? Or no? I don't know. I'm going to put her down. I can't hear her. Let's bring on Judy.
Can you hear
Judy's-
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You have questions? I'll be right back.
I do have a question.
And Skip's done.
This is what Skip gets for messing with the audience.
Yeah. At the beginning of the show, we were messing with the audience about not having audio. Now we really don't have audio.
Karma is a bee.
Yes, it is.
I have a question, Casey.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, go ahead, Judy.
I'm
sorry.
from Georgia, and I know before I left Georgia, this was going on in Georgia too. I was like from the Atlanta area.
Okay.
So are you familiar with that, or?
Am I familiar with the fact that Georgia was dealing with the same roofing issue?
Yeah, they were having the same roofing issue.
Interesting. No, I'm not familiar with that. A lot of that has to do with the fact that my license keeps me from writing any business out of state. So I don't have it, even though Georgia's from here, an hour and 15 minutes is
I
off.
just, it was like, this has been an issue in Georgia too. I don't know that the rates have gone up like they have down here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Very interesting. It's us bad apples here in the southeastern part of the country.
I think it's roofers too. They come in with these people and go, hey, you've got damage on your roof and your insurance company will cover it.
Yeah.
And that has gone on in Georgia.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's a lot of it for sure.
Well, I tell you, since we're waiting on Skip to come back, do you mind if I do another question from the chat, Casey?
Absolutely.
Okay, if a buyer overpays, let's say like $400,000 for a property, and it's swallowed up by a sinkhole or it burns down or something, and the replacement value is only $200,000, is there any remediation?
There are different riders, different endorsements that people may have put it in their policy. The key thing is that when your coverage is initiated, when you purchase a home, and then, as I mentioned earlier this evening, if not every 6 months, at least every year when you receive your renewal information from your homeowner's insurance company, double check with your agent to make sure that your dwelling coverage amount is sufficient to rebuild the home. And again, we're not insuring it for a purchase price, a resale value, or an appraised value, because there's all kinds of other different factors going into that figure or that dollar amount. But make sure that you have an adequate amount of coverage to rebuild the home. As I always say, as it stands there today.
Thank you.
Okay.
And he's back.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Judy, Sue?
I asked my question. And somebody in the chat, Bill Walsh said that the same issues happened in Georgia as well, and that it was tough. It was a tough place to write policies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not exactly sure if Bill Walsh is also an insurance agent or how he knows this information.
Is that it?
That's all I have.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep him all night. He's got a job.
Yeah, some people have to work.
Yeah. Okay, Casey, we're going to let you go then. We got some other things we got to do anyway. We got a game to play and some other stuff. I do appreciate you coming on, and maybe we'll have you come back again. Have you come back again in the future and give us an update on how things are. Are we still, looking for a rate decrease and everything, so.
Sounds good.
What do you think the odds of that? What do you think the odds of that's ever happening when they raise it, that they'll actually decrease it?
I would say not anytime in the near future, but maybe a few years down the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. All right, man. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, seriously. And we appreciate all the information that you gave us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Casey.
Now get out.
Now get out.
Skip, before you get going, you had a super chat from John and Paul for $10.
Thank you for the super chat.
Stickers! Stickers!
Stickers, yes I do.
I do!
Stickers, stickers, I like stickers more than you.
Okay. What do we got now? Oh, I got a little bit of a market update real quick. Then we'll move on with some good news that Judy's got. For the second quarter, this is the market update here in the villages. I'm always fascinated by this as the economy sucks. Everything sucks. Let's talk to people. Gas prices suck. Everything sucks. Insurance rates suck. And yet, house prices and the houses just keep moving on. So far, the second part of this year, when it comes to villas on pre-owned homes, just pre-owned homes, these are only homes sold by the Villages Real Estate Company, no other real estate company. The other real estate companies have their own amount of homes that they sell too. On the homes and the villas that are pending, what was that? Did anybody hear that? Was that just me? Judy?
You're hearing things again, Skip.
Okay. Year to date, 1,484 homes. Homes and villas closed, 1,339. Average sale price of villas is $472,000. Can you believe that? New homes pending, 893. Year to date, 1,969. Homes and villas that are closed, 2011. Average sale price, $418,000. Average days on the market. Ira talked about this. If you see something you like, you better jump on it. Average days on the market for a brand new home, 7. And so total so far now, year to date, they've sold 3,453 homes. That's pending. And then homes and villas that are closed is 3,350. So they just keep chugging right along no matter what the price is.
Yeah. And I've heard we passed the 140,000 mark.
Oh, I knew it was 140,000 a while back. Some guy was wanting.
I said we just did.
Yeah, some guy was wanting to argue with me. He said, "No, it's 120,000." I said, "Get off the internet. You're reading the wrong page."
I wonder if there is a difference in the like how much resale houses are compared to new houses now.
Interesting question. I don't know. I mean, when me and Sue was looking for another house, we weren't even looking for a new one because we figured they'd be more expensive. And I don't have tons of money, so we were looking at pre-owned to find out. Ironically, pre-owned homes at that time was selling $60,000 higher than that exact same home that was brand new.
Yeah, I felt like that whenever I was looking at houses too, but it's a different market now. So I don't know if
It is. And the people coming down are younger. They got more money. They've inherited it from whoever, whatever. Some people just invested money real wise. Then again, your next door neighbor could be a NASA scientist. And I'm not saying that jokingly because we actually had one once. And who knew? I mean, really, who knew? You need to pull your screen down, Judy. You look like you're sitting out of a bucket. There.
that.
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah. That
I
looks
brought
like
my
that.
computer up. So you need to see my shirt, huh?
I
Is
do?
that better? I'm saying you need to see my
Oh,
shirt.
okay. Yeah. That's going to be historical one day, wrestler. That's from the old line.
Yeah. Yep. We do one set and that's it. Then we go to
Yeah.
another one.
That was a good idea that we got from some subscribers saying that to help get money for the charity and everything to sell. I think she said shirts, but I guess you could do coffee cups or whatever. I'm not big on it unless they ship the coffee cup. I am not, let me say, I am not buying any more coffee cups and shipping them out. We're done with that. But if a company wants to ship them out, I would go along with that. What was it, wrestler? What did she say? Don't leave your keys in a golf cart t-shirts.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
It's a great
Um,
idea.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, anybody can make a T-shirt, but it's the design. You got to come up with the design. They don't do that, and
Make
that is
make
where-
a don't leave your keys in the golf cart keychain.
Yeah. With just the finger pointing.
With a carabiner so that you can put them on something and don't actually leave the keys in the golf cart, like I know Skip has done.
Here's what I'm thinking.
First-hand experience.
I wonder if I can have a big keychain made. I mean, something big and gaudy, and it says right on it, "Don't leave your key in the golf cart."
Is this a problem you have frequently, Skip?
What's that?
Leaving your keys in the golf
No,
cart.
it's almost become my sign-off thing now on the news. I just did that one time just for fun. Well, I was in a good mood. We cut the news, and I was getting ready to close it out, and I said, "Don't leave your keys in the golf cart." And I just did it to be funny, and then everybody loved it, so I just kept doing it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
the funny,
that's one-
yeah, but the
that-
funniest thing is we went to a restaurant and it was raining, and he said, all these people leave their keys in the golf cart. They should never ever do that. We walk into the restaurant and he goes, I left my keys in the golf cart.
Oh, yeah, it happens. It happens. It happens. It's all up here, man. I got no mind left over at all.
That's why you have
Okay,
me.
so I got that out. Oh, didn't you have something to say, Sue? Or no?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't know. I thought you had. I'm actually just wasting time here while I'm looking for my little funny noise.
Okay. I can ad lib here. I went to the new restaurant Harvest today with the ladies' lunch, and we had a very, very good lunch. They have good food, that's for sure. The service was great, and the place is very elegant. It's kind of expensive, and I don't think that they give you. I don't think they give you enough for your money, truthfully. I don't know. I know some people think that's crazy, but I mean, it just seems like for what they charge, that you at least get bread with your meal. And I
Maybe
said,
it's
that
just
didn't-
me, but my experience is, and I'll put it out there, they can throw rocks at me. Any of these restaurants that's run by FMK Foods, they don't give you your money's worth.
Well, no, if you want something good, then I said they
I go
do
to
a
Olive
good
Garden.
meal.
I go to Olive
Well,
Garden if I
yeah.
want something good.
But I mean, they do a good meal. I just, and everybody's expensive nowadays. You can't get a hamburger for less than $20 anymore. But
But we can get one of them Miracle Burgers, right?
on the what?
Possible burgers?
Impossible burger.
Impossible
Impossible
burger. Yeah.
Burger. That's what it is.
Yes, Impossible Burger and the Black Bean Burger. But like I said, those aren't cheap. But like I just thought, Harvest is a nice restaurant. Bluefin is a nice restaurant, and I don't have a problem with FMK other than I think this one they're kind of gilding the lily. And I said they just don't give you enough for what they
I
cost.
got a question. First of all, what's gilding?
You don't know what that is. Okay.
It sounds like something you would call a cow after you castrate it. No.
I know what you're thinking. That's a totally different word.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh,
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
I got a letter in the mail from Judith Simonon.
Cinnamon.
I don't know. I am so bad. S-I-M. Sim. See, in first grade, we were taught to sound things out, and I'm telling you, in my lifetime, that's been a curse because that's not true at all. O-N-I-N. Simonon. Right?
Simone.
Simonon?
Simone.
I hate messing people's names up because they take it personal, but anyway, that's the name. She sent us a letter, and in the letter, where's it at? There was a $10. Here it is, a $10 thing here for the kids, I'd imagine.
It's called a bill.
Yeah. Says, Skip, $10 for the kids. That's what I figured. If you would please mail me the pin and light set. Enjoy your program. Thank you. Please mail to. And I got the address. So I appreciate that. I don't remember. Did I mail it to her, the pins yet? I mailed one to one person, that Elizabeth girl. Did I mail one to this one yet? Did you take one or two packages over there?
Two. But well, yeah, I took two packages.
No, one of them was a magazine. I give magazines away on the Patreon page all the time. So that's a magazine. So you only gave one of the ink pens. So I got to mail her an ink pen set. Okay, I'll get that mailed out. Sorry, I'm late.
So you either get one or two.
$10. She got one. Actually, it's costing me out the ass on this. The ink pen. How much? Seriously, how much did the ink pen set cost us to buy them? So what did it average out like $6 a set? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
How much does it cost to ship it? Last one was $3.57. So there's the $10.
Yeah.
And then we got to put it in the pot.
Right.
So just so everybody knows, when you buy these, you're costing me $10.
Well, somebody just put $10 in the chat. So
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference.
Skip, are you
It all goes
listening?
to the kids anyway.
He's not. He's not.
I see
You
it.
got a super
Another
chat.
world.
Yeah, I see it. I just like to irritate the hell out of these girls because you ignore them. They start throwing, hey, you get this all the time. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, and Becky, I hope you're watching. Hi.
Hi,
Everybody
Becky.
say Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Who's Becky?
It's a lady that I met this week, and she said she was going to be watching tonight.
Ah, Becky. There you go.
Well, I'm hoping she found us. I said she wasn't used to using YouTube, but I showed her on my phone, so I'm hoping she found us.
But how hard can it be? You go to YouTube, you type in my name, there it is.
Thank you,
A lot
Laura.
of things are like that. Yeah, you say things are so easy, but I said depends. I'm not savvy with this technical stuff, so I have problems with it. So there's other people too.
Me? Thanks, Kathy, for the.
You got
Super
another
chat.
super chat from Laura Lampy.
I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah, another one. Thank you, Laura.
Laura Lampy. Should I do the? I like to do the one that Judy hates because she makes the damnedest faces. All right.
I love that one.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah, I love it so much. Can we do it again?
Get just a little bit closer to your screen there.
Can we do it again?
We got to get to your news report, don't we?
Oh, and first, I told Laura that I was watching a commercial on TV today, and it was This Old House, their makers show, new makers. And I said, in one of the commercials, there's a big medallion behind this toolbox, and it has Laura Lampy on it. And I don't know if that's the lady's name that's on there or what, but we've got a Laura Lampy here.
You're gonna say,
So
maybe she
I
lives here.
was
Does Laura live here?
No, she lives out by Chicago. I think
Oh, okay.
Schaumburg, something in
Okay.
that area.
I like
But yeah,
Schaumburg.
I
Well,
told
I
her
used to
that.
like Schaumburg. I don't know what Schaumburg is like now, but back in the day, I used to like Schaumburg. Very busy area, though. Remember, we got
yes.
off the highway on our motorcycles at Schaumburg. We couldn't even see the road. There was a toll gate there to get off, and all of a sudden, the hell with this, we were getting wet. We just drove around the toll gate and just kept on going.
Yes.
I remember
I
that.
do.
Remember, Charlie had to put on his rain gear. He backed up against the building, and he's kind of a fat guy. And he put his butt against the building while he's putting on his rain pants, and the rain was coming off the roof, going right down the back of his pants.
It was
Oh, you
awful.
just had
It
to be
really-
there. So fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to Judy's reports here. I'll just go down through them like we showed them a while ago, Judy, just the first one, and then you just talk about
Yeah.
what it
Can
is.
you put in the pictures from the pro shop also that I sent you?
From what?
The pro shop. I've sent some pictures of clothes from the pro shop. Did you
Oh,
put-
are you going to keep Casey's banner on there while we're doing the news, or?
About
Yeah.
what?
He's still
Casey's
got
band.
information, but that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Okay.
If
let me
somebody
take that
wants
off.
to
I'll
do
get it
it.
off. I'll get it off. There we go. I don't really remember, Judy, what I've done.
It's okay. Just show me what you put up. So
Yeah, I'll just go through one. The first one, didn't I say a while ago? I think the first one is a repeat from another one on here, and I should just
it
take it
doesn't
off.
matter. I mean, you know
I am.
what? We'll go through them. It's all from Sawgrass.
Okay, we'll just
Mark
fake it. We'll just fake it.
We will.
We'll act. We all know this is actually from Disney World, but we'll just say it's here.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like a plan. Okay. This is the Darlin's sweet shop, and they sell cookies and cakes and ice cream, and you can get sliced cakes. And there's pies, and they also have cakes. There's a cake. And I tried to show the different prices for things that they
And this
had.
is a new shop in Sawgrass Grove, right?
Right. This is a new shop that's in Sawgrass Grove.
That's the vegan desserts, right?
Are you guys
I
watching
don't
the
think
chat?
they're vegan.
Everybody,
There is a
everybody,
lot of vegan things though in the Villages Market. that they have.
everybody in the chat's
Villages
typing,
Market.
"Hi, Becky." I think that's good. That's funny.
Well, I hope she
Oh.
found us.
So, what's this?
Okay, this is the menu from the coffee shop that's there in Sawgrass Market. So that showed the different types of coffee that you could buy. And then this is the entrance into Villages Grown. And this has got a lot of pre-made items. And then it's just got a lot of different items like pasta and sauces and honey and jams and jellies, different things that everything in this market is, if it's not been grown at the Villages Grown, then it is locally grown or locally sourced.
And it's all organic.
It's all, I don't know that it's all organic, but it is all, like anything grown in Villages Grown has been grown without dirt in those, is it hydroponic?
Hydroponic. Yeah, hydroponic. Mhm.
And so I would think that would be organic though, because you wouldn't have to use the pesticides on it because the bugs wouldn't be able to get to it anyway.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it depends on the chemicals that are used to
Okay.
outgrow it.
So I don't know. I'm not sure if it was or not.
Can you have
Okay.
organic? Can you have organic meat?
I think so.
Yes.
Do you have any more pictures, Skip?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the golf shop, and these were different golf balls I was
Uh-oh.
showing. I did the, I don't
Skip,
know.
they found your balls.
They did. Oh my God.
I went all the way down. I don't know why Skip is so slow, but I was going through the whole store showing the different golf outfits and the golf balls, and I kind of walked around the store. The pro shop has got some really nice things in it.
What pro shop?
In the Sawgrass Market.
Oh, it's not, okay. You guys don't
It's
have a
part of
country,
the villages, but
yeah, you don't have a
is-
country club yet? Because I know they're building one.
Well, there
Yeah,
is
Giselle's
a-
done.
Yeah, Zell's done, but it's not a country club. It is a rec center, like for a sports rec center.
Yeah,
But
they're building a full-fledged country club. It's going to be called something like Wolf Creek.
Okay, well,
Something
then
like
there's also a golf course. There's golf courses
Yeah.
down there. So, I mean, there
I
would
know
be
they got a
reason-
bunch of executive courses now, because last time I was down there, I seen a bunch of them that wasn't there the first time I was down there. So,
And I think there's a championship golf course down there too now.
well, that's a country club.
Well,
Hey,
I have-
thanks, Jose, for doing that. If that person comes back, don't just time them out, block them.
What's happening?
Oh,
We
You
got
got
some
it.
garbage.
oh.
Yeah, you had a troll, but Jose took care of it.
I was going to say, somebody gets on there with some nastiness. Don't even care. Just throw them off. Okay, where are we at now? Here, I think.
Okay, this is more villages grown.
Wait
and
a
this
minute.
is-
I think we're there. We're right there.
This is the pro shop, and these were the golf apparel. And
Hey, I like
wish
that
you
shirt. I'm
had
gonna have to go
things
check it
I don't
out.
know what you did to it. Yep, what happened?
I see what you're talking about now. This is the thing that I don't understand is how come I can't knock it off? Just make it go away. Just can't. We had this problem before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry just blocked himself.
Well,
Okay.
I just don't even want to see it.
Came up after
But
Jerry said
anyway,
he blocked
Well,
That's-
we can see the actual message. Everybody else, it looks like it just says blocked by somebody.
oh, so they can't see what I see and you see?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I'm good with that. I don't know how does porn sites get on my channel all of a sudden? They must be
Because
getting
you're
on
a dirty
everybody's.
old man.
I am, but good Lord. So, okay, we've done seen the clothes thing, right? And now we want to see this.
We just saw that. That's the pre-made food that's at Villages Market.
We couldn't have seen the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
This.
More pre-made food.
Yeah, but this is at the bottom. This is a separate video that you sent. It's different than the other one.
Okay, it may have been one that somebody walked in front of me.
Okay. See, that was what I was trying to do. I was trying to take all the videos that were from the same place and stitch them together, and I couldn't tell.
And this, I was showing some of the different products they had.
Okay, and then I think this is the last one.
Yeah, and Willie's is the smash burger. That is the hamburger place. Right there when you're going by, there is a Little Fin Seafood Shack, which I'm not exactly sure where it is. This is the bar that we were just at right there. And there's also going to be a butcher and pantry shop there, and they haven't opened yet. So I'm not exactly sure which space they're going to be located in.
Okay. Sounds like they're starting to get quite a few things open,
They
as
are.
far as
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've also gotten the sails to put on the trees so the music will be able to start before long, because right now the bands aren't playing there yet because they did not have the covers for the trees. But those have come in and they're starting to put them up. So that'll make it where if you're there listening to music and it rains or it's really hot or something, you'll have some cover.
Cool. Okay. Well, we got another couple super chats here. Okay. Tricia Annette, $10.
Hey, Tricia.
Huh? Oh, and
Thank
we
you,
got
Teresa.
Kevin Kay. I think he's out of Fort Wayne.
Thank you,
Says he's having a
Kevin.
good time on the show. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you for the super chat.
Stickers, I like you. Stickers, I like them more than you.
And fly on the wall. And there's no tomatoes that taste good if they ain't grown in dirt, but they're doable. What can I say?
I will say the last 2 batches that you've been bringing home, wherever you got them, taste better than the rest of the tomatoes we've had.
Because they were grown on the bottoms. You know what the bottoms is?
Are you getting them down there at the market on
I am.
Saturday?
I am.
From a black lady, right?
Yes.
It's the same lady that has a sweet corn once in a while?
Yes.
Yeah. Wish he just had more of it.
Well, yeah.
But does
Okay.
anybody know about the hospital? Is that being built yet?
They're going to build another hospital south of 44 down there somewhere. They talked about that a long time ago. Now, exactly where, I don't know.
Laura wanted to know if they'd started on it yet.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Right now, they're working on the schools and they're working on Okahumpka, which Okahumpka, I've shown pictures on that before, and it's not really had any changes to it yet. They seem to be kind of working on that a little bit slower. But I think Okahumpka is going to have a restaurant where it's on the pond or the lake.
Yes,
Okahumpka.
yes.
And I think it'll have a restaurant. But as far as Middleton is where the school and the family neighborhoods are going to be. And then Eastport, is that right? Is it Eastport where the new square will be? The
Yeah.
actual square, unlike what's down at Sawgrass. Sawgrass is kind of just a little place. It's not an entire square.
Yeah. I think the square is going to be called Eastport.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Exactly the location of it. I know it's further south, but I don't know exactly where.
I've seen it on a map, but when you go down there and you're driving, it's very confusing to know where to go.
Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you for the super chat.
Stickers,
Look at that.
I like stickers.
yes I do.
Yeah.
Stickers,
Yeah.
stickers, I like stickers more than you.
Put your nose up there. Healthy home cooking up close to the screen.
She doesn't fall for your meanness.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's time to play a game.
Pick me, pick me, pick me.
Okay, guys.
So,
me,
everybody
pick
out
me.
there, want to play the game. Pick me, pick me, pick me.
What's the beer of the day, Skip?
You what? Somebody talk to me?
The beer of the day.
I already drank it. Yangling Lager.
What happened to your beer, WrestleMania?
He's drinking 3
Look at that-
bitches.
Look at that wine.
What's it called? 3 bitches in heat. That's what he's drinking.
Honest. That's what. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
In a story about that, he has 3 female dogs that run around the
Had.
that ran around the orchard.
That guy's got a sense of humor. Hey, we're making a batch of wine. Hey, what are we going to call this? I think we're going to call it 3 bitches in heat. I got to meet that guy.
He loved his bitches.
Huh?
Say again?
He loved his bitches.
Yep.
Is
Not all
every-
of them, because he has another wine called Two Thieving Bitches about 2 girls who actually came to his winery and asked for a glass of wine, and they paid for it, and that was fine. And they were supposed to give him the glass back, but they stole the glasses. So he knew where they were staying because they were talking about where they were staying. He actually knew the owner of the B&B. So he went down there and requested the girls give him the glasses back.
If he stole the glasses, you got to give them back.
And then he named a wine after them, Two Thieving Bitches.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
So he does have a sense of humor.
has
Well,
everybody
that's
got,
your-
has everybody got a player?
Yes.
Got to play.
I got mine.
Okay. I guess we're done then, right?
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, sorry.
The game, let me figure out where I put it. It's going to be a simple game. If you have children, this game could be easier. If you have grandchildren, it could be easier. But if you're old and your grandchildren are grown up, it could be tough.
What if we have an ugly grandchild?
This is going to be called Disney Character Recognition.
Oh,
Well, you don't want me to tell you what Linda's game was. I told her, I said, oh, that's way too difficult, Linda. We ain't never going to be able to do that. And she said, well, the girls will know. I said, are you kidding me? I'm telling you, I'm not doing this. I don't even know who any of these people are.
Who was it? Disney characters?
It was to give you a picture of an old movie star of some kind or a famous person of some kind, and you are to tell me who his spouse is.
I'd have never got that.
wow.
That's what I said. That is way too tough. So my players have to have things simple.
I don't know. Show us the pictures.
Okay, here's the first. Hey, who's keeping score?
I will.
Okay, here's the
What's
first
the
one.
manner?
By the
are
way,
you
the way
trying-
I've got this set up, use your name as a bell because I won't be able to see you, and your ding 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 and your ding 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 might sound the same ding ding. So just use your name as a bell, okay?
No ding dongs.
Yeah. Here we go. First one.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's a new one. I don't remember her.
I heard a ding
Did you
ding
hear
ding.
me?
I
Sue.
said use your name as a bell.
I said Sue.
I didn't
You
hear
didn't
that.
hear
I heard
that
ding ding ding. Okay, who is it?
Is it Jasmine?
Wait a minute. I got to find my. Here we go. Oop. Anybody? Judy?
Was it Tia?
Who?
Was it or Moana? Maybe Moana.
It's a cartoon version of Skip and Dragon.
Okay, nobody got that. It's Elena of Avalar.
Never knew her.
Don't even know who that is. Yeah.
There's number 2.
Okay.
Keep watching. It'll get there.
WrestleMania.
Yes,
Is that Jafar?
that's correct. Wrestler gets
Yes.
one.
I get a point.
I gave it to you.
Number 3.
WrestleMania.
Yes,
Jiminy Cricket.
that is correct. I think we ought to have a little music in there while we're doing this, don't you? Just, I don't know, make it seem better.
Would it keep you from hearing us?
No. Won't be allowed. Just a little background music. There's certain people that hate music, so I'm playing all this music for the people that hate music.
Thank you.
Of you. Skip is so thoughtful.
Okay, I am. You're getting better, Judy. You're getting better. You're almost up there with Deb. Not quite, but you're almost up there.
Keep practicing.
I've been conferring with her.
I don't know. Since
Skip's
she's
worse
moved.
than a sore ass on a hot summer day.
Yeah. Here's is this number 3 we're on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
WrestleMania. You did it.
This is the same one.
Oh, we already done that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this one. I asked if we'd done 2. Well, never mind. Here we go.
I forget what that guy's called.
WrestleMania.
Yes,
Is that Olaf?
There you go.
Olaf.
that is correct. You are.
Olaf.
We go back to my buttons again. There you go.
I already gave him the points. WrestleMania, you're winning.
Yeah, they still got kids.
Yeah, that's why I said if you got
Our
kids, this might be
My
easier.
youngest is 21.
Oh, well.
Well, you still got you.
I watch them.
You're really a child at heart.
And mentality.
I'm talking
Yeah.
to your wife.
I was just going to say, yeah, I thought WrestleMania was kind of immature, like Skip.
Unfortunately,
You did
yeah. Birds of a feather.
I know. They flock together.
See what I'm saying, wrestler? She's getting better at it.
She is getting better. Yes.
Wait till we unleash. We haven't unleashed yet. Remember the one day me and you got together and went over to Ira Miller when he was live?
Oh, yes.
I think we got
Yes.
on his nerves.
I think so. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, Karen says we know what wrestler does in his spare time.
Oh, I know that guy, but I don't remember his name.
I
It's from The
Bless it.
Lion King.
Yeah.
don't, yeah.
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
Yes. Akuma Matata. He uses it, yeah.
What's that?
Is
Oh,
it,
I think I know.
is it
What?
Timbu?
Hey, Pomone. Hello,
Say it again. Say it
WrestleMania.
again. I can't.
Pomone.
I think you're correct. Yes.
It's Pumbaa.
It's Timon. I say
Oh, okay.
Timon or Timon. I don't know how
Yeah.
to pronounce that. But anyway, she's close enough. That's good enough.
Woohoo! The first time he agrees with me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, something's coming.
Is that Genie? Wrestler Mania.
Yes, wrestler.
Is that the Genie?
Who?
Genie?
It looks
Yeah.
like Skip.
Genie.
The
Matter of
big
fact,
belly
Yeah.
from all the beer.
back when me and Sue was younger and we didn't mind 90-degree weather and walking around all day, we went to, I believe it was MGM Studios at Disney. I think it was. Anyway, and they had, that's when this movie was really out hot and heavy, and they had a parade. And of all the parades we saw, that had to be one of the top 3 parades that we ever saw.
It was. The music was amazing. The whole parade was just really, really something.
It was really, really, really good. I really liked it.
And for
Very
that's the first time both of us liked anything. But it was a really great parade.
Years.
See what happens, wrestler, when you get 3 women in the same room? They turn on you. 3 bitches in heat.
I think we are all too old to be in heat anymore, Skip.
Oh, I don't know. That's what you say. I take your word for it. Here we go.
Oh, hello. Your wife.
Nobody? I didn't hear you.
You can't hear me.
You didn't say anything.
Jesus. Nemo.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it was Nemo.
His name's Jesus Nemo?
Apparently his name's Jesus, and I didn't even know it.
Ah,
It's a long time to get to me. It's like everybody else, I think, is seeing it before I ever see it.
Finding Nemo movie. I saw it, but I don't think I took the grandkids to it because they were too old for that. But I can remember when
Yes,
our
we did. We bought 3 videos actually, or CDs.
yeah, but I don't think we took them to the movies like we normally did on weekends when we were working. We would take all 5 girls to a movie. That was fun. And back then it was Ants, Toy Story, Monsters
Barney.
Inc. Huh?
Barney. Whenever
Barney.
my daughter was young.
Yeah, the big purple Barney.
That was Monsters Inc.
Lion King.
No.
Barney
That
was a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, the big dragon, the big dinosaur kind of thing. Yeah.
Big purple dinosaur, yeah.
And we took them to all that. So, and here's what we done. The first time I took them all, I told Sue, I said, I'm going to take them all. So we had to make arrangements with all the moms and dads that we're taking them all to this movie. So we get them, they bring them to the house, drop them off, and we take them in there. Dummy me, they all comes, hey, Papa, can we get popcorn? And I said, yeah, just go and get what you want. And I tell them, I said, they're going to get that little snack thing, whatever it is, where you get a Coke, you get a thing of popcorn, and you get a candy bar, all for one price, right? And they get them. Me and Sue get this big thing of popcorn, a 5-gallon jug of pop next to each one of us, and I asked the guy, I must owe you, it was like $85. I'm going back in the 80s, man. It was like $85 for popcorn. I told Sue, I said, we ain't never doing this again. So after that, we started sneaking stuff. I know this is terrible, right? She would bring 5 or 6 of what we called sippy cups. They were plastic cups with the lid on top and a place to stick a straw. She put them in her purse. I would go get our popcorn, because the great big popcorn things, you could get a refill, free refill with that. And we had these, I swear to God, they were gallon cups of Coke, and we got 2 of them in our thing. We filled all them plastic cups up with one of the Cokes and give it to them. And then we took paper bags. We filled them all up with our popcorn and sat them down. I went back up and got another refill of Coke, another refill of popcorn. Then we all sat down and watched the movie. I know that's awful, right? But good Lord, $85 for popcorn?
When I wasn't so much worried about how much it costs, I was worried about you have 4 and 5-year-old kids carrying popcorn and Coke to the movie theater.
Always remember, we don't have to clean the mess up.
Well, I just felt bad about that,
Let me ask some of you girls out there on the chat, because I always made fun of it all the time. When you go to a hotel and spend the night, does any of you women feel like you're entitled or you just have to make the bed before you leave?
No.
Sue did for the longest time. We would not leave until the bed was made. She made the bed. I said, that's what we pay them for. And she would leave a tip on the counter after she made the bed.
Well, being in housekeeping, I can tell you, they strip the bed anyway.
I know that, in my head, I know that. It's just habit. I make our bed before the bed even gets cold.
So everybody ever says, no making bed, no making bed. That one there says, well, I throw the covers up. No, I never make the bed straight. Yeah. Teresa says she straightens up. So it's got to be a woman thing, because men go like, I'm not making that bed.
It's like cleaning
we
the
got one
table
last
off the
one.
restaurant.
One last one. Here it is. Here it is. This will be a tough one. Don't forget, name for your bell.
Wrestler Mania.
Yes.
Luann.
Ursula.
Judy.
Go ahead, Judy.
Ursula.
Who said that?
Judy.
Judy said Ursula.
You are correct. It's Ursula.
Okay. I got one. I think, Sue, you got one too.
I got one, you got one, wrestler got the rest of them.
What's the wrestler one? Who
I
are you
got 2,
playing
I
for,
think.
wrestler?
No, you got like 5 wrestlers.
Oh, wow, cool. Grandpa Eric.
Oh,
Okay, Grandpa Eric.
great.
Oh, I didn't say what he's playing for. Where's it at? People think I'm
Although
cheating.
we were just playing for fun.
No,
it's
you're-
a
you're gonna receive
$500 gift card. What is that?
$125 Amazon gift card.
Oh, I was joking. That's $125. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
You mute
Crazy.
us when I'm talking.
What?
Who was that?
Must have not been nice.
Make sure you mail me your mailing address, Grandpa, or at least a mailing address you want me to mail this card to, and we'll get that
Put your
right out to
email
you.
address up so he has it.
Yeah, can you throw it up?
Yes.
Throw it up.
Or
Your
maybe Jerry, you
email
can put it
address.
up.
The card?
No, the email address.
Yes.
Oh,
Good.
see, you guys make this so difficult. Now I got to go find it. One of these days, they're going to make this here thing over here just a little bit better.
Thanks, Jerry.
And it's very possible I may have taken it down because I went through this thing yesterday and I said, I never used that. I'm taking it off. There it is. I got that right there. It
Oh.
is.
There we go. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Grandpa Eric won a $125 gift certificate.
Yes. And if anybody else wants to mail me anything like a birthday card or a Christmas card or, a block of gold, a small set of diamonds that you're not using. You want
Or
to
money for the kids.
A what?
Money for the kids.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Hey, we sent you a perfect birthday gift.
You did?
Yes. Didn't Sue show you?
She gets the mail, so I'm sitting there looking at her going,
Well, it was
I'm
through
lost.
the email. It was.
Yes. He's seen it.
Oh, you've seen it. Okay. All right.
Yes. He
Remind
just
me,
doesn't
'cause
remember it.
I don't. What was it? Was it
I
something
put my
dirty?
heart and soul into that thing, and you don't remember.
Was it something dirty?
No.
I just don't remember.
Was it
And if it
anything to do with three bitches?
No, but it did have to do. It did have to do with jelly.
Jelly.
Did
Smuckers.
you make jelly?
Smuckers jelly.
No.
70-year-old celebration.
It's gone.
Okay.
I don't have it anymore.
See if I ever do anything for you again.
Yeah, I
Well,
understand.
the problem, WrestleMania, the problem is that Skip does not do anything with the food. That Sue does that. So Sue would have used the jelly, and Skip would have never seen the jars that the jelly came in. He would have
No,
just,
you know when what was the guy's name on the morning program that
Oh,
when
Good
the
Morning
people
America.
got 100 years old and they'd show the Smucker's jar with their picture on it and congratulate them on their birthday. Well, a wrestler made one for Skip for his birthday. It's his picture on the Smucker's jar. And I did show it to him. He doesn't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, Willard Scott. Yes, that's it.
The Today Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I don't remember. Okay, well, I think we've done everything.
You don't remember.
There's our outro. Next month, I believe our guest is going to be a guy, but none of this is confirmed. I have talked to this guy, but I can't guarantee anything can happen. Ask Wrestler about today, right before the show, 45 minutes before the show, and what kind of catastrophe. He almost put us in. What's he doing?
I don't think I heard you.
The just FYI, Jerry Bell is celebrating 10 months on the appreciation level, and
Hey,
Cindy
Jerry.
G is celebrating 3 months on the appreciation level as members.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. You guys join the YouTube membership thing there. All that's important to
Okay,
us all the
honey,
way
did
around.
did you get the last super chat?
I think I did. I talked about every one of them. If
Yep.
I didn't, Wrestler would have brought it up. I mean, that is, yeah, or she
Was it
would have brought it up. Yeah. You know, her, she, over there.
She.
WrestleMania,
Well-
when are y'all coming back to the villages?
Actually, we're coming down tomorrow.
No, you're not.
No.
And
No,
we're
you're not.
staying
He's
with you.
lying. He's
Yes.
lying
Yes.
like crazy.
Oh, my
I actually
goodness.
had a thing on here, and I didn't get to use it tonight. But yesterday, I had my Google thing over here, and I Googled your name from Pennsylvania, and I recorded what she said, and it was hilarious. But I was going to use it during the show, and I forgot.
That's okay. Marcia is celebrating 25 months as a loyal membership.
Loyal.
Thank you, Marcia.
I don't know how much that is. I got memberships on there with different levels, and I forget what they even are.
Karen wants me to keep taking lessons from Deb.
You did good. Yes.
Yeah. Y'all know I
And
can't
she
do that.
made it through the whole show, so I'm proud of her.
I know.
I was going to say, nobody makes it to the whole show.
My can of beer was big enough.
Yeah.
Good news. So there's not going to be a sharp, pointy thing floating around in the water.
I love
That sharp pointy thing is when she went fishing and she lost her bobber, and her old man got the bobber out of the water, and she was worried about this sharp pointy thing floating around out in the water.
Oh, I miss you, Pet.
Oh, well, let's get on with this. I want to thank everybody for coming to the show. Thank all the super chats. That'll be for the prizes next month. I didn't add them up. I will after the show. Like I've said before, we'll find out what it is, and whatever it is, that's what we'll spend for next month. That
and
being
thank
said, our
you,
next month's
Casey.
guest is supposed to be a guy by the name of Chris Stout. He has something to do, and I didn't quite get all this, has something to do with protecting your investments in your retirement years. And I'm going to be talking to him again to find out exactly what that means. I thought that's what insurance did. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out.
Probably an investment company, Skip,
Do
where
I?
they would talk about taking things from one fund to another depending on how the market is
Is it
doing.
just me? Wait a
Or he
minute.
could,
I
or he
can't
could
hear
be
you.
a gigolo. He's protecting his assets.
What'd you say?
You talking to me?
Yeah. You said something about something.
I said he could be like an investor that, or like he helps people with investments, and he moves things from fund to fund depending on how the market is going.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
you know
fun
the
guy.
thing where you get
Like a
a free
financial
dinner.
advisor.
Could be. Me and him's kind of working on a deal. There'll be no money for his advertisement. He's making a movie. And the deal is he comes on my show, I get in his movie.
So it's a movie about the villages?
I don't know.
No, it's a horror movie.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly what it is.
perfect. You will be perfect, Skip.
Yeah, I think I will. So I got to find out more. I got to talk to him some more. I told him I'd talk to him again later. And then for the month after that, I've got a guy coming in that's got a fairly good sized YouTube channel. And I talked to him. And what it is, I've gotten so many emails from people that seem like they're really worried about the home prices here. How much are they going to go down? You hear it all the time. When do you think they're going to go down? Well, I don't know. If I knew me and Sue'd buy 100 homes or sell 100, we'd make $1 million if we knew exactly how market was going to be. Everybody's got their idea. I have no idea. But what I thought I'd do, or I'd try to do, is give people a cheaper alternative. And by that, I mean, I know what me and Sue would do if we couldn't afford to buy a house here. I would buy a cheaper house somewhere else to pay for it, cash for it, and I would be like a hen on eggs. I'd just sit and wait. And then as soon as things got to the point where I could, I'd pounce on it and then sell the house I was in. We've done that. We've done it with the one right here in the Villages. We had it for 5 years, and when the price got right, we moved. We got a cousin right now that sold his house at top dollar. And you know where he's living now? He's living in a motorhome. And this guy used to have real estate, or he sold real estate, and he's just waiting it out. Right now, he's just traveling around in a motorhome. He said as soon as the market gets right, he's going to buy something later down the road. He ain't worrying about it. So, you know, there was a guy who told me a long time ago. He said, sometimes you have to live like a pauper before you live like a king. And there's a lot of truth in that.
17 times.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth in that. I know. I don't want to move anymore either, but you know,
Hey,
it's hard not to take the profit and run, especially
Skip,
now.
And
I have
Kelly Reginiak, congratulations on being an appreciation level member for 4 months.
Thank you, Kat. What is it, Kelly?
Kelly.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
I have some news on Papa Pineapples.
Oh, yes. What?
Well, they're having another baby,
Oh, I knew
Oh,
that.
how nice.
and he sold the food truck.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I wanted to do the food truck when I came down next.
I know he had a good food truck. I've had other food trucks that have come to some driveway parties, and they weren't as good. But he sold that, and he's going to be
Yeah.
a daddy again.
I was talking to him about, you know, the wish thing and trying to get him involved, and I was going to use that truck as a way of getting a little bit of money, the tip jar kind of thing. And then he told me, he said they sold it and having a kid. And I said, man, you just don't get it.
They're moving into a new house too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
So
Is
Yeah,
that like
so-
my dad said he screwed his way out of a place at the table?
Do what?
I said, they need a new house because, like my dad said, he screwed himself out of a place at the table.
I don't know. I'm watching this guy. I didn't think it was all going to fit in there. Let's get out of here. Let me go. No more talking.
Yes, thank you,
everybody
Casey.
for coming to the
Thank you,
show.
Casey,
Thanks
for coming
guests.
on.
Thanks, WrestleMania. Everybody concerned. Appreciate it all.
Thanks,
And,
Judy, Sue, all the moderators. Thank you.
Come see us.
Thank all the moderators that come here.
Working on it.
I'm looking for my out thing.
Barbara,
Thank you,
There it is.
Barbara.
I'm always
Thanks,
looking for my
Barbara,
out
for the
thing.
$5 super chat.
We got another super chat.
Yeah.
Barb
super
Badger, I'm just
sticker.
going to say thank you. I got to go. I can't do no more of this.
He got to go pee. He got to go.
All right, thanks, Barbara. Thanks so much. We'll add that to the total for next month's prizes. And with that being said, how about everybody just simply say goodbye, everybody?
See you
Bye.
on the side.
On a sunny day, right there you took my breath away. Young and pretty, wasn't just a dream. The next day you called me up, you told me I'm your little buttercup. You came over and you fell into my arms. Well, I know what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, weird chills running down my neck. I'm going crazy from just the thought of you. A long blonde hair and your beautiful smile. Your sense of humor makes it all worthwhile. Don't make me wait, it's not a funny game. You know just what I feel. Please tell me your love is real.